Hello and welcome to the Elite YGO. My name is Reese and I'm joined by Steph. How you doing, buddy?
I am pretty good, you know. Mail day has come and now I can finally do this deck profile for you.
Well, we've been wanting a deck profile from you for a while now, but we are going to be doing Steph's very special and I think somewhat original Dogmatika Sacred Beasts.
Hell yeah.
So, before we get the profile started, what gave you this idea?
So I've always liked the anime styled cards, so Sacred Beast was one of them, even Toons and all that stuff. But then the new structure deck came out and it's just like, as you've seen probably from other videos on other channels, like you can just make so many things with just that one card in the what's it called, Sacred Beasts, like dark summoning beasts and all that.
Yeah.
And I just love it. Like, it's so much fun. And then you got the Dogmatikas that literally give it some competitive edge.
Yeah, just some free advantage
on one card.
Yeah. That's so cool. Alright, so I reckon we start off with let's start with the Sacred Beast cards. I think that's how you've ordered it. So let's go with that.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. So to begin with, we have two Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder. Now this guy, I love him to death. When he attacks, you instantly lose 1,000 life points, which is good, but also you get a 4k beat stick. It might not seem like much, but with other cards in the Sacred Beast, it does come in handy.
Nice.
Then we've got two Raviel, Lord of Phantasm, and also the Shivering Lord of Phantasms. Look, when you normal summon, like the opponent normal summons, you get a token, and then on your turn, you can pretty much destroy or tribute any monster, and you can pop a card, which is somewhat relevant, like, especially with a 4k beat stick, a lot of people can't out it, especially if you've got like Fallen Paradise where you can't target it or be destroyed by card effects.
Yeah.
And then the Shimmering, it's literally just like double your attack and let me attack every single monster you want. And it's like pretty much from hand, so...
So
it's getting so much.
So just a quick question. Do you think these cards are somewhat bricky? Do you think the ratio you picked is pretty correct, yeah?
I believe it's correct. Like, I'm not playing Uriah because I and many other people that play this deck think it is a brick. It's probably the worst card.
I have to agree.
You only play if you're going to fusion summon into the armor tile, which there's no point.
Yeah.
Look, it's not actually the worst thing to see this, like one of these in your hand, because then with the cards coming up like Dark Beckoning and Dark Chaos Summoning, you can pretty much just special summon it ignoring its summoning condition from hand. So it's not the worst.
That's pretty cool. Alright, let's make a move onto the next part.
So next we've got Dark Beckoning Beast, which is what you want to see in your opening hand all the time.
Yep.
So when it's summoned, search a card that specifically lists one of the Sacred Beasts. Okay. So usually you go into the next card that I'm about to show, which is Chaos Summoning Beast. So this is the one that helps you if you actually do draw into one of the Sacred Beasts. Summon it from hand, tribute it, summon from hand, ignoring their summoning conditions. I'll also show a quick combo of pretty much it's easy, everyone's seen it, but these are the two starters. You can either start with Dark Beckoning or Chaos Summoning.
Yep.
If you have both of them in your hand, you just boot it, because then you search the next best thing, which is Opening of the Spirit Gate.
Okay.
So this is pretty much the best card in your deck, in my opinion.
Alright, explain
if you open that. So when you activate it, search a card that lists one of the Sacred Beasts, which obviously Dark Beckoning and Chaos Summoning do list that as well. So it's pretty much a one card combo. If you open that or Dark Beckoning Beast, you're gonna be 9 times out of 10 at least have a Sacred Beast. But like I said, if 2-card combo, if you opening of the Spirit Gate and the Dark Beckoning Beast, you'll literally get 2 Sacred Beasts on the field, and then if you have that trap, then good luck to your opponent. It's pretty skill drain. So, and you know how much I love the generosity with skill drain.
Yeah, true.
And the other one that we play is the one of Dark Summoning Beast. This one you want to open it, like have it in your first turn, because when you use his effect to summon, tribute it and summon from deck a Sacred Beast, you can't attack the turn. So obviously this is a good
going first
board builder. So that's why I play only one of it, because after that it's like you don't really need to see it anymore. So
do you
if you
think,
have two and you see it in your hand, it's somewhat bricky sometimes, depending on the situation.
do you think playing one minimizes the fact that you will see it on your opening turn though, or do you prioritize seeing it in a certain way?
Honestly, I prioritize seeing either the Spirit Opening, the Chaos Summoning, or the Dark Beckoning. I'd rather see any of those three than the Dark Summoning Beast, because I'll search the Dark Summoning Beast in the end, and I'll still end up on 2. And I forgot to mention Chaos Summoning Beast in the grave. Banish it, you get Fallen Paradise, which you've witnessed what Fallen Paradise does. It's broken.
Okay.
Broken. Just, Pot of Greed in a card. We all love that, don't we?
Literally, so free. Cards nuts.
Literally Pot of Greed. So I play 2 of the Fallen Paradise.
Okay.
I was playing 1, and then I realized, it's quite easy to out for other decks. So I play 2 because if you out it and then I get it back again with a Sacred Beast, I still get the draw 2. I want to draw 2 as much as possible. I want to draw as much as I can in this deck to see all my good cards and my lovely Sacred Beasts and Dogmatikas. And then I play the one of Awakening of the Sacred Beast. My God. Unfortunately, I messed up my order when I was buying singles, so I only got 1.
Oh, no.
I would definitely play this at 3.
Right.
Just so broken. Even if you have 1 Sacred Beast, you're just gaining life points for every summon that your opponent does.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
But ideally, you
gain life points. You're definitely safe from an OTK.
Yeah. Okay.
And then if you have 2,
which is ideal,
2 with different names. So if you got, then you get the skill drain. So if you have Raviel and the what's it called, Haman. Yeah. Good luck.
Gucci.
Good luck. Really Gucci.
So you think the Sacred Beast part is pretty good? You wouldn't change much of it apart from the 3 Awakening?
I would only just add 3 Awakening.
Okay,
so add another 2, which I will be ordering soon, even though it's 10 cents. But it's just I keep forgetting.
Hey Nikija, maybe you should send him some for free. For free.
The bloke's pretty busy, so I don't want to push him to do much.
That's true.
Now we get into the Dogmatika section.
Finally, someone on the channel gets to flex these cards. Mine still haven't come in yet.
Good old 3 of the beautiful Ecclesia.
And you were right. After all, it was an ultra rare in that first box one
I told you. No one look, I'm the pack opening king, so I know what I'm expecting to get from packs.
Yeah, well, you gotta understand that of course we expected it to be a secret rare, because Konami did everything else secret.
Well, they did make it into a Starlight, so that's actually fair enough.
That's true. I mean, it's good enough it's an ultra because it's a mandatory 3 of, and the last 100%. Thing we want is another $100 card that you have to play 3 of. Anyway,
and if you don't play 3 of this, then I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Yeah, true.
No offense, but you just have to. Yeah. Pretty self-explanatory. Normal summon or special summon. Just get yourself a Dogmatika card, not a monster, just card.
Yeah, pretty nuts.
And you can special summon her if you've actually summoned from the extra deck that turn.
Yeah.
So pretty broken.
She also combos really well with the activation of Titanic Lad. Just summon her in the end phase and get a free search anyway. It's so broken.
Exactly. Si, senor.
Which also combos well with this next card.
So next we got Fleur de Lis, 2 of. Some people play it at 1, some people play it at 2.
2, yeah. But I think 2 is a pretty correct number.
I like 2. On your next turn, you can always search him another time, so it's not the worst thing. And it's a negate. It's literally an infinite impermanence on legs.
Yeah.
That does not target. But it's better than imperm in my eyes. And then the one of Maximus. You could probably bump it to 2. But yeah, with this deck, like, because you got such big boys and you're putting up most of the time, well, not most of the time. When you have 3 of the actual trap card of the Sacred Beast,
Yeah.
it's pretty much enough as it is, and then you got this.
Yeah.
Getting your Titanic Lad to
Trigger.
Grave or App Cologne, or there's so many avenues with this.
Yeah.
With this deck, it's like so good.
And Maximus is very risk and reward right now. I think if you were gonna prioritize playing that card, you would have to prioritize some main deck disruptions to your opponent's graveyard. So
100%, because like, especially if and everyone, I wouldn't say everyone, but a lot of people are going to prepare for Dogmatikas nowadays.
Yeah.
So they'll have their little niche plays of like their own Entus, or if you're playing, let's say, Necros, you're just going to give them plus. Unfortunately, when we dueled on EDO, it happened. Plus, I kept having Cool Bite.
Yeah.
But it also, like, they'll send Cyber Dragon Nova, and you just get a Mecha Bar straight off the bat for your opponent. It's like, it's so stupid. Like, I need to get a Nova, which I need. Yeah. But
so do I, actually. I don't even have a Nova. I should probably get one.
Let's go to Kadir, the Cyber Dragon duelist.
True. The Cyber Dragon duelist that doesn't play it anymore.
Yeah. Then we play 3 Nadir Servants.
You think 3's correct? Maybe just 1?
I mean, yeah, sure. Let's put it down to 1 and minimize our chance to bloody get some good pluses here.
Yeah.
I mean, just send your Titanic Lad, search any Dogmatika card, which you'll probably do Ecclesia if you don't have it in your hand.
Yeah.
It's just no wonder this card is like up to the $100 range.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It's literally more expensive than Triple Tactics Talent at this moment.
Yes, which I'll talk about Triple Tactics after this, but the last Dogmatika card is Dogmatika Punishment. I played it 1 because it's you can search it at any time.
Yeah, and it does lock you out of your extra deck for 2 turns, which doesn't not necessarily matter, but it does have that some...
Well, with this deck, it definitely doesn't matter because you're rarely going to the extra deck, like, if any, at any time. Like, the only one time you actually go into the extra deck is your first turn, which is... I'll show you the quick combo after this with the Dark Beckoning Beast.
Yeah, cool.
And then the last trap, which is not really a Dogmatika card, but
it's part of the combo,
is Shadol Schism.
Yeah, making window is pretty good.
Bro. It's like, even if they like Lightning Storm, like how many times could Kadir do it to me? You Lightning Storm, just activate it.
Window doesn't care.
Window, and it's like, good luck, play on.
Window doesn't care, exactly. Now, I've got a question. Have you considered running any other Shadol monsters to maybe make use of a construct or something, or do you think just the Schism is enough?
For this deck, I reckon Schism is enough.
Yeah.
Because it's already like 41 cards. Like I tried to make it a 40.
Yeah.
But it's so hard. I tried making a 50 card deck, and you just did not see any of either the Sacred Beast or the Dogmatika. It's just very very bricky.
Not a good combination. Like,
inconsistent.
Yeah.
Continuing, hand traps. Ash Blossom, self-explanatory. Do you want me to read the card? No, you don't need me to read it.
Nah, it's still good, yeah. The only hand trap that is somewhat the most reliable right now.
The only hand trap that will forever be in the meta.
Yeah, true. It'll never die. Yeah, 100%.
Call by the Grave, because you do want to see your combos go through. There's gonna be times where you just have a Sacred Beast hand, and then you're praying from the Fallen Paradise that you actually draw into a Dogmatika, which actually happens quite a lot.
Yeah.
But for the slim chances it doesn't, you can always, if you have call by, just call by the Ash and then tell him to get the hell out of here.
And I mean, the interesting thing about the deck is, the Dark Summoning Beast and the Chaos Summoning Beast, one of them's a level 1 and one's level 2 with a 0 attack and defense, which means you can make use of things like Linkaribo and the Almirage, so you can just get the free extra deck monster. Free extra deck monster.
Exactly. Yeah. Then the Rich Boy cards. Drop letter.
Maybe we should have mentioned that this deck is not so budget.
Look.
Apologize in advance.
Honestly, for the budget players, you don't need to run this.
Yeah.
Effect Veiler will do. What's
Forbidden
other cards?
Chalice is a very good alternative.
Forbidden Chalice, yes, indeed. You can also like put 3 Judgment or 3 Strike if anything.
And just
you
go
know, like,
hard first.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just this is more flexible in my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a pricey card. But you can always change it. Like you don't need it for the deck, but it's just very good to have.
Yeah.
As I want to flex a bit with it because you don't have yours.
I have mine. I have mine.
No, you don't.
I have my droplets now.
I have not seen it in the deck profile. So.
Ah, true.
Now this one you can cut out. It's not mandatory. Triple Tactics Talent, because what I've seen is there's a lot of hand traps in the format, and Reese himself loves his hand traps in his decks.
That is true.
Whenever he plays that bloody prank
Kids.
Oh, it's like 100 hand traps. So every game I got hand trapped.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of other instances with other decks that you get hand trapped. Like everyone runs Ash.
Yeah.
And some people run Effect Veiler, Ghost Ogre now for the Numeron. So it's not the worst idea to play this, but like it's like you hope that they have a hand trap in your. You don't even hope. You just I don't know. It's very iffy about this card, and that's why I think it's going down in price a bit.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the worst out of the 3 most expensive cards in the set.
Yeah, like it's still good. Like the more draw power, the better. Like you're gonna Fall in Paradise and Triple Tactics Talent if they activate a monster effect.
Well, here's the thing, right?
Turn.
Let's say they Ash your Fallen Paradise, you can just activate Triple Tactics Talent, and your opponent...
Exactly. So you will still get the draw too if it's in your hand.
And your opponent went neg for nothing. So
exactly. So it's still a good card, but you can always replace that. So there's 41. Replace 2 of them. Put I guess another Dogmatika punishment if you want, or another Maximus. Like there's always other options there.
Yeah, very flexible.
And because why not? There's another skill drain.
Yeah, of course.
An actual skill drain this time. Usually you'd run 3 Awakening of the Sacred Beasts and the skill drain. You want to maximize that skill drain part because let's be honest, with skill drain on the field, you got a 4K beat stick most of the time. Good luck.
Do you find that skill drain somewhat conflicts with the Dogmatika cards though?
Negative.
Okay, that's
negative.
Cool.
I find it works pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a one-off, so you're not going to always see it. So, but when you do, it's like heaven on earth.
Yeah. Have you considered running
because,
one for
like I said, you're 1 for 1. Yes, but I did run it for a bit, but then. It's a tough one because it's only going to summon the Chaos Summoning Beast, and every time I had 1 for 1, it's like the hand wasn't optimal for it.
Yeah.
So I decided to take it out, and ever since I took it out, it's actually played pretty well. Cause a lot of the cards you don't want to put in your graveyard as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So So now we get to the extra deck.
Let's do the extra deck. Cool.
Titanic Lad.
Bastard dragon.
Bastard. Bastard.
Yeah, legit. Such a good card.
It's just so good with the Dogmatikas. We all know pretty much. Send it to the graveyard and then
And Fez.
Penny's your aunt. Pretty much.
Oh Lord have mercy.
1 construct, 1 Winder.
Yeah.
And of course, App Cologne, which I do not have.
But with the power of editing magic, there you go. There you go.
Wow, there it is.
There is an App Cologne.
So you send usually App Cologne with the effects of Dogmatika, and then you get the effect to add the Schism, and depending on your hand, you can either discard the Schism and get it with depending on your hand, like I said, with Maximus, you can get it back eventually with Construct, or set Schism and summon Winder.
And win the game.
It's so good.
Yeah, such a good
Winder for game. Fossil Warrior Skull Knight.
Just a glorified I guess.
Pretty much, because I do not own the unts. I'm trying to find replacements, and there's another one, like Fossil Knight. Does the same thing. Can't complain. I pulled it, so this would be unts.
But with the power of editing magic!
There it is.
There it is.
Self-explanatory what unts does, just pops for free.
Oh
you got Omega? You can send Omega as well. It has its own graveyard effect. Not the worst idea. And Wind Pegasus ad Ignista.
This card's pretty broken too.
It's not the most broken. It's just
I like
numbers
it.
in my eyes.
I like it.
Except it doesn't pop. It just reshuffles it back into deck, which is
can
good.
can really come up.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of discarding cards. Like I said, you don't really go into it, and when you do, it's trying to go for game.
Yeah.
Which you don't really go for game in this deck.
Yeah,
you just go for game after game one.
Yeah, just dwindle them down.
Draw after you, not draw, after your second turn. Jesus Christ, I've lost my mind.
Oh, God.
Access code talker. I shall say to the viewers,
with the power of editing magic,
it's back into my hands.
But no, for real, I do have it.
Yeah. Look, I don't think I've ever went into access code talker, but it's just there for it. You don't really need to. You got 4 KB sticks. Phoenix and Unicorn. Again, you go into Phoenix sometimes to get more. What's it called? Monsters in the graveyard for the Dogmatikas. That's about it.
Yeah, so nothing.
For Maximus players.
Yeah.
Almirage, self-explanatory.
Pretty crucial card.
Combo. Yes. For the Sacred Beast part, yes it is. Relinquish Anima. I love my Relinquish. It's one of my favorite decks, so why not have Anima in your deck?
True. Steals monsters.
There you go. It sucks it up. It loves to suck. And then Link Karibo.
Again, crucial.
Again, you got the level. You got the level 1 Chaos Summoning Beast. So worst case scenario, you get rid of him, and then Gustav Max for game.
Yeah, I guess that would
because they are level 10s, the Sacred Beast. So if you can't deal enough damage, just summon him, detach, 2k damage.
Nice.
Again, Fanny is your aunt if you want it to be.
My God. So, any final words on the deck itself before we get into the combo?
Look, I've been playing this version for about a week now since the Dogmatikas were out.
Yeah.
I have actually a pretty good win record, but in saying that, a lot of my wins came with Kadir's, Necros Chaos crap. I don't know what he built, but no offense to him with his thing. He keeps saying, if I had this card, well, mate, if you have him, you'd win, but you don't.
So, I mean, it's fair to say this is a fairly rogue deck, a fairly expensive rogue deck, but a rogue deck nonetheless, and that's cool.
Look, like I said, you take out these 5 cards, and it's more budgety.
Yeah.
Look, even without the Dogmaticas, like I was playing without it, and I think I versed you. There were a couple times where you can't do anything. Once you're under skill drain and the big boys, you can't target them. You got to focus on the Fallen Paradise, and then it's like you waste your resources on Fallen Paradise.
Yeah, you do apply a lot of pressure fairly quickly, which is it is quite impressive that the deck does that.
Exactly, and because you're gaining life points, it's just like
just stall your opponent and
pull
them out in time.
You don't even have to stall. That's the funny part.
Hashtag slow players.
That's it. Like just literally make him summon a big boy and then just be like, haha, what should I do now?
Yeah. Alright, so before we get into the combo, I'm just going to give a quick shout out to nikijo.com.au. Would you say that Nikijo is the best website on planet Earth, Steph?
Yeah, of course.
Would you say they're the cheapest? Yeah.
I do say they're the cheapest, and they are the most efficient with their cards. They will tell you when they'll send, and they will send it then.
Yeah.
Never had a problem with them.
Yeah, neither. Never. So, use promo code ELITE5 at checkout for any of your purchases. It's not a one-time thing, so if you decide to shop again, which you will when you see the prices, you can use promo code ELITE5 yet again. Also, if you get us to 100 subscribers, you might do something very nice for the channel. So, if you guys are watching this, please subscribe and get us to that 100 subscriber goal. Anyway, let's get on with your combo, Steph.
Alright, so the first one requires opening of the Spirit Gates and Dark Beckoning. So what we'll do is normal summon Dark Beckoning.
Yeah.
You can either search either one of these, Dark Summoning Beast, or you can search the Chaos Summoning, but because you got the other one, so you search one, activate, opens the Spirit Gates, you get the other one. So you always end up with these two in your hand. And then, because Dark Beckoning Beast has an amazing effect, you can actually have another additional normal summon. So you additionally normal summon your Chaos Summoning Beast, and I'll explain why. Even if you don't have a Sacred Beast big boy in your hand, you will get it.
Okay.
Because you added the Dark Summoning Beast. So what you do from here, because of the opening Spirit Gate, you need to link Dark Beckoning away for your Almirage. Okay?
Synergy!
And that's why Almirage is crucial. And then, because now you've got a monster with 0 attack in the grave, activate open the spirit of the Spirit Gates.
Yep.
Pitch any card you want. So you want to pitch the Dark Summoning Beast.
Yep.
And then you special summon the Dark Summoning Beast because it summons a 0 attack and defense monster.
Oh!
Now, yes. So now we can't use Chaos Summoning Beast. So we use Dark Summoning Beast effect, tribute itself, special summon a Sacred Beast from the deck, ignoring summoning conditions. So you can go Raviel or Haman.
Yep.
I did forget to mention you can play Cerulean Skyfire, the spell card. It just never comes up for me, so I took it out.
That's fair.
It's pretty much a spell negate, which if it was a monster and a spell negate, I would play it more than like probably about 2, but because it's only a spell, it's situational.
Yeah.
And now you banish the Dark Summoning Beast to add another Sacred Beast to your hand. So this one you do Haman.
Okay.
And now because you've got a Sacred Beast in your hand, you get rid of the Chaos, tribute it,
Combo.
and then the Haman comes out on the field. And then you can banish your Chaos Summoning Beast to get out your wonderful Fallen Paradise. I did forget to get it out. There you go. And then because Fallen Paradise, you got a Sacred Beast on the field, which is lovely. Draw 2 cards. And like I said, a lot of the times you'll go and get into a Dogmatika or skill drain. Like it's so many things from that draw, and you still have 3 cards in hand before you started the get the draw. So you got 5 cards back again.
Yeah. So
And you could have a Dogmatika, and if you want, go Nadir Servant. If you have that, it's like you just continue it. Now you go into the Dogmatika.
this is just a good way. This is just a good way to start your combo, and then you progress from what you draw, and it might alter how you go. Cool.
100%. Because it gives you a +2 a draw.
Yeah.
And you could see anything, like you could see Corby, you could see Ash, you could see so many things, droplets, Dogmatikas. It's so open, so free.
Alright.
And that's why I like it, because I don't think it's ever failed me with this build. The draws. It did fail when it's just a Sacred Beast, but
less to draw into, I suppose.
exactly. And the Dogmatikas just help it extend and get more interruptions on the field.
Cool. Well, let's set up for combo number 2. Alrighty, Steph, show us your second masterpiece of a combo.
It's not much of a masterpiece, but like this is just a 1 card. Like if you don't have both of these, or like it's like I was saying, you can open any of these 2.
Yeah.
So if you open these 2, if you open these 2, if you open these 2, it's just like if you open these 2, then you're screwed. I mean, don't do that, but that's why we play 1 Dark Summoning Beast.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go into the situation where you just open 1 and you got like a bunch of Dogmatika cards, which still helps.
Yeah.
You'll still get an easy board. Like so, we'll activate opening of the Spirit Gate.
Yeah.
Get the Dark Beckoning, activate its effect. Now you usually will go for Dark Summoning, because at this point you don't know what you have, what the other 3 cards are in your hand, because if you got if you do have a this is where it comes situational. If you do have a Sacred Beast in your hand, I would highly recommend. So let's just give it a situation where it's in our hand. It's not a 2-card combo because it's a brick in a sense. Instead of searching the Dark Summoning, go for Chaos, and then in hand extra normal summon, and then you just back at the normal combo. So it's like Link Summon Almirage, and because you've got the Chaos Summoning and the Haman in your hand, tribute Chaos Summoning Beast, Haman or Raviel, whatever it is, and then banish, you get Fallen Paradise, draw 2, and then you go from there, which from this point you go with Dogmatika stuff, and there you go. It's like, it's just, even just 1 of these, and that's why this card, these 3 cards are played in other decks as well to make curious.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the Dark Beckoning, Chaos, and Opening, they're played to make curious plays. I think it's in Eldritch they play it. Yeah, just because they're all gonna end up as darks. So the way it works, you end up with just Anima. That's the only difference. You put Anima on the field, and there's 3 darks on the field. There's your curious plays, which you can do in this build if you choose to, but
you chose not to.
I believe it just limits the Sacred Beast part of the deck.
Yeah. Cool.
Maybe in the future I might try it out.
Try some different things. Cool. Well, thank you so much for showing your deck, Steph, and thank you for coming back on the channel because we've missed you. We enjoyed watching your packs video because that'll be up by the time this is up. So stay tuned for
more episodes to come.
Stay tuned for more packs.
Packs.
And that'll be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you have any criticism, constructive criticism preferably, of the deck, just let us know in the comments. Because this deck seems super cool.
Even if you're negative, I really don't care. I play the game how I want to play.
That's totally fair.
I mean, everyone plays it differently, so...
Yeah. I mean, your ratios are off, but that's okay.
Oh, no, that's normal. That's normal. I mean, my ratios have always been off in life.
Yeah, true. If you guys enjoyed this kind of format, please let us know, because I'd like to do this again where there's 2 of us talking about the deck. I feel like it just makes the video smoother and just more fun for everyone, really. So, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, give us a subscribe, give us a like, and we'll see you next time.